You want to be happy? Stay happy. Stay away from Facebook. Joining us on 710 KURV, Dr. J. Kumar. Dr. J, what do you say? How do we avoid depression by staying away from Facebook?
Well, it's a really great question. So I'm going to kind of put this in a greater context here. There's nothing inherently wrong with using social media or Facebook. The problem is like how we choose to, whether we're to use social media as a means to socially connect or socially compare ourselves to others. And so the research actually just came out, a study just came out that actually shows that it's actually that the people who are actually passively browsing through Facebook versus actually engaging in Facebook tend to have greater Facebook envy, which in turn can lead to greater Facebook depression.
Work on the envy problem then. Just don't be envious.
Well, that's, yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing you have to look at. This is the greater thing. The human brain, this is my expertise. The brain science of happiness is my expertise. And we really look to see why is it that we compare ourselves to others. And the problem really is, fundamentally, is that when we begin to value ourselves or define ourselves based on how other people are doing, people like, we connect to. So the other issue going on here is a situation what I call social status stress disorder. Social status stress disorder. The idea is that we're always trying to compare ourselves with the status to our friends and to other people to impress them. And so what we need to really be focusing on is not so much like how many likes you got on Facebook, how much you like yourself. That really is the issue going on.
That's the analysis right there, Dr. J. I mean, what does it say about the person who sees, how great life is for their friends and react by getting jealous or depressed? What does it say about that person?
That's sad, man.
Yeah, what it really says is that there's something inherently that the person is not finding greater value or is kind of finding their sources of happiness externally from, by status or fame or like how big my house is versus just being grateful for what you have. And they're finding that in the brain science research, one of the easiest ways to overcome Facebook envy or what I call the social status stress disorder is being grateful for what you have and then being understanding that you don't have to compare yourself to others to find that source of happiness within.
Well, I suppose it might depend on who that other person is. If he's, been a longtime friend of yours and you see that he's doing well in his life and he and his wife and
that
the
actually
family are
makes
doing
me
well,
happy.
that would, if this guy, like I say, is a longtime friend and you get happy, but let's say it's the guy who stole your girlfriend in high school, that might turn things around a little.
I think Tim has issues there. I don't know, man.
Right.
So you see that guy doing well, and you go,
rule number one: never take the social status of the person of your exes, because that's automatically leads to like depression. But you raised a great point, and here's what it is: we feel a sense of pride and maybe a sense of joy to the people we're most connected with, say, grandma or the kids or your cousin. But maybe not so much with the work colleague, maybe not so much with like the guy you went to high school with, because they're not really in part of your whole social connection as regularly.
It doesn't matter. Those people just they don't
doesn't
matter.
matter.
Yeah, and that's why most people, it seems, a lot of people, they just focus their Facebook community on family, close family and friends, just to keep up with them.
Yeah.
And someday you got to tell me, Dr. J, how you become a happiness expert or happiness coach. I know that's your title, man. Where did you go to study for something like that? Seriously.
Oh, you know what? It took a long time. I have a doctorate in brain science and religious studies, and so I look at happiness from the perspective of science, spirituality, and society.
And I can hear you smiling as you're talking right now, Dr. J. That's
I am.
That is he's the author of 5 Secrets to Achieving Authentic Health and Happiness. Dr. J. Kumar joining us on 710 KURV. I'm going to go look for this guy on Facebook, see if I can friend him.